Nvidia closed out a pretty mixed quarter for tech company earnings with a stumble as investors become wary of promises around AI growth. Now, the analysts we spoke to around Nvidia's results saying they could see some weakness from here. Take a listen.
At 6% of the index. Tech has become 31% of the index, and with communication services, 40% of the index. It's more top weighted than it was in 1999. It's not going to hold.
What it's not that good of a news for is the rest of the technology complex. AI has taken the oxygen out of the room for a lot of software companies.
We are in a lull, if you will, in the product cycle, completely expected, but a lull. And we do believe we will see Nvidia trade lower.
But still, the executives of these big tech firms, they remain optimistic.
Overall, AI PCs, we said before that we expected them to be 10% of the market in the second half, and we think we are going to be above that goal.
Hopper demand remains strong, and the anticipation for Blackwell is incredible.
So you're going to be able to do all these things right inside our platform, and that is exciting for our customers. They get real value from AI now.
So the bottom line here, Sozzi, I mean, we're getting a mixed picture of where AI hype is headed, and that is the larger concern around any type of bursting that we might see in the future of an AI thematic bubble.
I often very much agree with you a lot of time, most of the time, but I have to disagree a little bit, Brad.
Go for it.
I think AI is just doing fine.
It's here to stay.
When I hop into a Dell earnings call and I hear the word, things like accelerating AI server demand, you know, you cut through all the hype and pomp and circumstance around NVIDIA's earnings. You hop onto their earnings call. I hear the word accelerating demand for AI. I hear a strong backlog of demand for their next Blackwell chip. You know, you saw a clip there from Salesforce CEO Marc Benioff. He's getting ready to drop a whole bunch of new AI software at Dreamforce in a couple of weeks called Agentforce. I mean, the amount of AI that is about to come onto a Salesforce platform is very, very significant. Even HP, you saw a clip there with CEO Enrique Lores when we talked. I mean, he is looking at how to deploy various AI levels or various AI applications inside of his own company to drive more efficiency. So this is not just a one-day trend. This is something with us. It's accelerating, and a lot of companies are going to make a lot of money for a long, long period of time.
Well, I don't think it's a one-day trend at all, but I do think that you're going to have companies similar to those who were trying to figure out how they create a smartphone, figure out that, okay, their investments towards doing that did not work. There are going to be companies who have said and had a lot of talk about generative AI, but it has nothing to do with their business.
True.
And so they're the ones who investors are going to hold to task. They're the ones whose stock prices and the share price valuations are going to pull back. And those who it's actually real for, whether it be the applications that sit on top of the language learning models and the companies that bring those to life and maybe even open source them, and then those language learning models that sit on top of the chips. It's going to be those in that stock or in that stack that are actually going to see their growth into those valuations, lofty as they may be and forward-looking as they may be, that's going to be more sustained than a company that's just going out and say, hey, yeah, we're going to AI your peanut butter and jelly sandwich, because that's not going to happen.
Hey, if I hear Waste Management get on their earnings call and say, hey, we're creating AI-powered trash bags or trash compactors, I mean, that's just a red flag to me. Get out of NVIDIA and go find another stock.
Well, they're going to make it seem logical for the investors out there, right? They're going to sugarcoat it and say, hey, yeah, we're going to have AI in the trash trucks themselves.
I'm bullish on AI-powered trash just machines. I mean, they can pick up our trash quicker, get it out the door. I mean, I Waste Management, if you're watching this, and I'm sure you are, I mean, just go get these things to market.
What
please.
happens when it runs over your trash can?
Well, you know, hey, look, sometimes I just have no answers, and that's one of them.